I'm Heyzeus, and as a lot of you would be aware, there are two versions of CSGO. There is the one that we all know, love and rage at when we encounter cheaters, but then there's the Chinese version, cut off behind a great firewall, inaccessible to all who lack the correct numeric code, by which I mean a Chinese phone number, and hidden behind it is a land of wonder and mystery when it comes to skin designs. Now, it's no secret that China has alternative skin designs. Skulls, not appropriate, serious cultural taboo. But what you might not realise is just how far the madness spreads. Recently, a certain crafty German managed to get his hands on an image smuggled out from behind the Great Firewall, suggesting that there were many designs yet unseen by the wider world. Well, hot on the scent, I've embarked on a much more ambitious smuggling mission, stalking Steam profile after Steam profile, not to mention buff, to uncover some of the secrets of this mysterious land and its strange skins. So before I start, I just want to say thanks to Skinport for supporting this video. Skinport is an easy to use skins marketplace where you can sell your skins for real cash. More about them later. Now, there are a few famous skins from the Perfect World version of CSGO. In particular, the Chinese version of the Kill Confirmed is very well known. This is what the Chinese version looks like. Many people actually like this one more than the normal version. And there is also the very well known Desolate Space alternative version. I guess he's got his visor down. And before I forget, we also have the USPS Cortex, or in China, I should say, the USPS Groot. But again, these are the well-known versions. That's not what I want to focus on. When Onapixel discovered that the Bloodhound gloves have paws rather than skulls on them, it caught everyone's attention because most people didn't realise there was a different version of these things, even if it was obvious in hindsight. And Honor, who by the way asked me to make this video, so don't go commenting that I stole this idea of him, was very quickly digging up more designs. So for example, the Cobalt Skulls gloves are much more like the Cobalt respirator gloves in China. Again, not much of a surprise in hindsight, skulls, an obvious problem there, but again, these designs don't really get seen very much outside of the Chinese version of CSGO. But these are just the tip of the iceberg. So take for example the Sword Off Apocalypto, one of the newest skins in the game, a skin graphically depicting a gory, zombified hand reaching out for a ticking time bomb of an Earth. What do you reckon? A visual metaphor for global warming, maybe? Either way, I love a good doomsday reference. But in China, it's been toned down quite a bit. Essentially, all the gore is removed in the Chinese version. Here's another good comparison: Western version, Chinese version. As you can see, the Chinese version is much less gruesome. It's all gone, all the gore's gone, just this gnarly blue hand reaching out for the Earth. Now, another skin that's had to be changed for China is the Skull Crusher from the Prisma case. You see, the Skull Crusher is designed so you literally crush a skull every time you fire it, and shockingly, this was not acceptable for the Chinese version of CSGO. What a surprise. And I do have to apologise for the poor quality image. As I said, this has all been smuggled out, but shockingly, there is no skull on the Chinese version. It's now just a crappy looking pistol that doesn't even have its defining cool gimmick anymore. Talk about getting cucked by the Chinese censors. Now, in the clutch case, there were a few things that were censored, skins that we've seen before, so the Cobalt Skulls, the USPS Cortex, but what's more impressive is actually the stuff that wasn't censored. As far as I can tell, there is no Chinese version of the Mortis. Apparently these horse skulls were fine in China, and I actually spoke to the artist who confirmed they did not have to make a censored version of this skin. And the MP7 Bloodsport seems to have gotten away with a skull here as well. I couldn't find a censored version. So, I don't know how either of these things got through unedited, but apparently the censors were just fine with them. Now, the Hydra case also had two skins changed. The Bloodhound gloves, which we saw earlier, and the Hellfire. So, the Hellfire skulls are down here at the end of the weapon, but the Chinese version has these weird devil head things, which, in all honesty, works pretty well. The Death Grip though, a skin covered in bones, well, it seems to have gotten through uncensored, as far as I can tell anyway, even though obviously these hands turn into skeletons at high wear values. So I don't know why this is okay but the Apocalypto isn't, but then the Chinese censors aren't known for being predictable. But don't think they're letting the small stuff pass, not at all. So you see this tiny little skull on the P250 Murtos? Well, that, for example, is replaced with this weird three-eyed face thing or something, I don't know, but it's definitely been changed. And the Dual Berettas cartel has this tiny little skull here. Well, here is a picture of the Chinese version. I don't know what this guy is doing with his saturation, but as you can tell, there is no skull there. This tiny little thing actually had to be removed. And then there is the MP7 Cirrus. So this weapon has this tiny little stylized skull, very similar to the Bloodsport skins, but with one key difference. In China, it's not there. So just to clear it up for you guys, according to the standards of the Chinese censors, this is acceptable, but this is not acceptable. I hope that clears things up. Now, also falling victim to the censors were a whole range of skins from the Nuke and Cash collections, owing to the fact that they all use this skull encrusted texture pattern, which in hindsight is not a big surprise. Now, instead they've got hazmat suits now, so I gotta be honest, this one works pretty well. I really like it, although it is a bit weird on a skin called the Styx. I don't think they had hazmat suits in ancient Greece. Now, as you get further and further back to older and older skins, there is a lot more stuff with skulls on it, and therefore a lot more skins that got censored. Now, I don't want to spend too long focusing on these skins because some of it is pretty well known, but I don't want to completely skip over it either. So some of the skins that have been changed include the P250 Cartel, which was changed to look like this, the Sword Off Yorick, which was changed to look like this, a bit creepy, the P90 Shallow Grave, which was changed to look like this one's pretty cool, not gonna lie, the Orp Worm God, which was changed to look like this, which is a interesting design, the Galil Chatterbox, which was changed to become some sort of robot. Even the Chinese people on Buff are a bit weirded out by it. They're looking at it and going, what the hell? The Mach 10 Curse, which was changed to look like this, the UMP Primal Saber, which appears to have been unfossilized, the P250 Wingshot, which was changed to look like this, the Bone Pile, which was changed to look like this, and the Skulls, which is now the Rebreathers. But what really interests me about these skins at the end of the day isn't what got censored, it's what didn't get censored. A surprisingly large number of skulls and bones got through, not just the Mortis and the Bloodsport, but also the Grim. As far as I can tell, this thing wasn't censored, and I think these are meant to be spectres, but those are some very skull-like faces. And the Last Dive has a dirty great skull on it actually, but not only does it not appear to have been censored, a lot of the comments I saw on Buff make me think that a lot of Chinese players fucking love the skin because of the skull. There are tons of positive comments about it, and the SSG Fever Dream, again, has skulls on it that weren't removed in the Chinese version. And yes, they are very stylized skulls, but plenty of other stylized skulls got removed, but these things, apparently they're okay. And I bet you, if I did some more searching, there is gonna be more skins like this, which makes me wonder, are the Chinese censors really as thorough as people give them credit for? If they're missing shit like this, are they really paying that much attention? Chairman G, did you see this? 女士们,先生们,大家好. Not a problem, mate. Happy to help out. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, massively appreciated. And also massively appreciated is Skinport for sponsoring this channel. Skinport, formerly known as SkinBay, it's the same site. All that's changed is the name, is a skins marketplace and cash out site. It's safe, convenient, easy to use. It's got a super competitive sales fee of 5% if you put skinport.com in your username, a really, really low fee if you're looking to sell your skins. If you're looking to buy instead, it's got a ton of great deals with over 100,000 CSGO skins listed, as well as easy to use deposit and withdrawal options. Awesome site, check it out, link is in the description. Anyway, that's it from me. As always, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus, Thanks for watching, see ya.